stamping friends, it's Becky Roberts with Thinking Idaho. I have the May 2021 new product release for Concord 9th to share with you. This month it's all about butterflies and rainbows, so let's get started. This is the Bold Butterflies stamp set. This one is packed full of fun. You can make 17 different butterflies out of this one when coordinated with the dies. We have two-step stamping ones that can be used as just one-step stamping. We have butterflies that have words in them that you can cut out into the butterfly shape. Lots of sentiments, the butterfly body, and a heart, of course, because Concord 9th loves you. So let's take a look at what's included in the die set on this one. I stamped out several of the butterflies just so you could see an idea for the size and the colors that you can put together. So you've got two big ones and a medium one, and then you've got the two small ones. And then if you stamp out the stamps that have the words in them, then you can cut those out into the butterfly bodies as well. You have a little banner piece that cuts out all of your sentiments. I only had room to put one on here, but you've got 3, 4, 5, 6 line sentiments in this one. So let's take a look at some of the samples that you can make with this. This one, I used the Fluttering by background, Turnabout background to create this one. And then I just used the words, 3 different color cardstocks to create a very simple little "You Are Amazing" card. Next up, again, I used the Flutter by background for this one. Why not? It's so cool. And this time I used the dies from one of the new Everyday Sayings die sets, but I used the words from this one to complete this one. So this is just a "Hello friend, I'm blessed to know you." And then also I used the Fluttering by again for this one in sea glass, used the "Thanks for being so kind," and then just added a little butterfly to the top of this. Now, if any of you have followed along on my blog very long, you've seen me make these a million times. This is a fun idea that you can do with this die set, any shaped die set, but this one in particular is kind of fun. So I stamped and cut out the butterfly, and then I cut out with the die several pages from index cards, put a piece of clover on the back, and now you have a little gift set that matches your card that you could give someone. And here's another one. This is a little bit bigger. Did this one in the red is poppy and the peach tone is the grapefruit. Stamped it, die cut several of the index cards, and then just put a solid piece of cardstock on the back, hung it on a 1/2-inch binder ring that you can order from Amazon, and you have a cute little gift set for that card. Also, you can take your butterflies and you can layer a piece of vellum over top of them, and that makes really, really pretty little butterflies. So many possibilities with this one. This is a really, really fun bundle. This is the Bold Butterflies Stamp Set and Die Bundle. This is the Butterfly Perfect Pairing dies. This is one of 2 standalone die sets for this month. This is the 3rd in the collection of perfect pairing dies. Like the previous 2, which is the Birthday and the Thinking of You, these dies are designed to fit perfectly, filling up an entire card with just the 2 dies. So let's take a look at what this does. So this is the words, "Life is beautiful," and then you have the butterflies, and this is 5.5, so this takes up the whole entire length of the card. So when you die cut this, you're going to have all these little pieces that pop out, so that's going to be some fallout there. And if you're really crazy, you can stamp it or die cut it in another color, and you can inlay all of those little tiny pieces. It actually didn't take too long, and it was kind of fun. Or you can just cut a piece of the colored cardstock, glue it behind, and hand trim it, whichever you want to do, if you want to do some different colors. So let's set this aside and take a look at some card samples. This one I stamped with the Fluttering by Turnabout stamp for the background, which perfectly coordinates with these butterflies. And then in white, I just put the die cut on there. And then the Life is Beautiful, I popped up on some foam tape, so there's a little bit of dimension in this one. For this one, I used the Sketch Dots Turnabout stamp set for the background, just did the butterfly on the center, right up the center. And then in the Bold Butterflies bundle, there are a couple of butterflies that perfectly coordinate with these on here. So I just put one on there to pop it up so you could see what that looked like. And then this one got a little crazy, not gonna lie. Haven't even made it into a card yet because I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it. But I just wanted to show you what it looked like if you used a bunch of different colors in the inlay, because that is an option to do that. And it's really kind of fun. It makes it look kind of stained glass if you did it in black. So I used the little butterfly bodies from the Bold Butterfly bundle. Again, it coordinates very well with this one. So this just gives you an idea of what you can do with the butterflies. And then with the words, if you just cut them out, the life is beautiful, and you layer it on a black one, offset just a little bit, makes a really, really pretty accent for your cards. So this is the perfect pairings butterfly dies. This is the Sketched Dots Turnabout stamp. There are 2 turnabouts this month. This is the second one that has a really light little lined circle to it. This is a fun one to use on real dark colors because it's very faint and stamps beautifully. So this is your turnabout jig. Make sure that you know that that's in there and that you don't throw it away. And then as always on the back, Concord 9th gives you an idea of what it looks like when it's stamped 1, 2, 3, or 4 times. So let me show you a couple of combinations. This one I stamped with clover, sea glass, stardust, and eggplant. So this, like I said, is a good one to use on your real dark colors because it comes real faint. So let me show you what this looks like on a card. That's a fun little background when you add a rainbow to it. And then also, this stamp set is made to coordinate with the Scattered Dots Turnabout, which was released last year. So this just adds a solid circle to your little lined circles, and when you stamp it out, it looks like this, which is just kind of fun to have some extra solid circles in there. So this is the Sketched Dots Turnabout stamp set. This is the Everyday Sayings die. This is one of 2 standalone die sets this month. This one is full of bold graphics and beautiful scripts for mix and match sentiments. So let me show you what this looks like when you cut it. So you have the large hi and the large hello, and the hello also has a backing piece on it. You have 2 scripty sentiments. One says so grateful and one says friend. And then you have these 3 bar or banner sentiments that have the little letters in them that fall out. So you can use them when they're out, or you can just use the letters by themselves. But this is a fun mix and match, very graphic set. I love these kind of sets, as you know. All right, this one just says, hello friend, with a little bit of the Sketched Dots Turnabout background on that. I just backed it on to black so that it would really pop. Hello friend, and that's just using this set alone. This one, I used the rainbow from the Rainbow Stitches and Strings bundle, and I just added the So Grateful to it, and then the For You, and I took the letters out, and I just put a piece of the grapefruit cardstock behind it so that that would show. This one is just real plain and easy. Hi there, I think you're incredible. So let me show you what I did with this one. So what I did is I cut out, or I stamped the Turnabout, the Fluttering by Turnabout stamp set, and then I used it as background paper to take out the hi, which you can see right there. And then I also did hello. And when you back that on the backer that's in this set, this is another fun one ready to go on a card. So this is a fun way to use the sentiments also. And then lastly, I just used the words as they come out. I'll be there for you. Sounds like a song, doesn't it? All right, this is the Everyday Sayings standalone die set. This is the Rainbow Stitches and Strings die set and stamp set. This combination makes 4 different rainbows, 1 with the stamp set and 3 with the dies. This etchy sketchy one right here is meant to look like the DIY popular rainbows that are out right now, where they're covering the rope with the yarn. It's kind of a macrame look. As you can see, there are some samples on the back of this. So let's take a look at what this dies cut. So we have 3 rainbows here. We have the solid rainbow. We have the solid rainbow again with the little inlaid stitching in them. We have clouds, so you can cut out the cloud, or you can just use the outline of the cloud to stitch or emboss in your project. And then we have this fringy one, which is really fun, and it comes with 2 sizes of fringe meant to layer. One's a little tiny bit smaller than the other one, but I just have one set on here. And then of course a set of hearts because Concord and 9th loves you. So let's take a look at some samples. This one I started out just real easy. I used the rainbow dies with the stitches in them, these right here. And then I just put 2 clouds and I put the sentiment on the clouds. And the background is the new Sketched Dots Turnabout stamp set. And this is that fun little string looking one. The sentiments arch beautifully over top of the rainbows. And this time I've just cut the background with the clouds so that you have just a little bit of an etched stitch to it. And then I put a little heart on there for that one. And then for this one, I did the rainbows using the rainbow that's in the stamp set and just the sentiment, "Hey there, beautiful friend, so kind of you," and just added some hearts in between the rainbows and added a heart on the front of the sentiment. So this is the Rainbow Stitches and Strings die bundle. This is the Fluttering by Turnabout stamp set. This one, when stamped in 1, 2, or 4 rotations, creates beautiful little butterfly backgrounds. It also has these little movement strokes in it and a body for your butterflies, as well as sentiment. So this is a whole complete stamp set this time instead of just a background. So when you open yours, remember that your positioning guide is in here. So you're going to make sure that you don't throw this away. And then, as with all Turnabout stamps, you have a little picture on the back telling you what colors they look like when you stamp them once, twice, 3 times, and 4 times. So this is that color combination right there. Let me show you a couple of different ways that you can use this. This one is stamped 4 times, turning it all 4 times in a different color. These are a variety of reds and pinks. This one is just a 2-tone. This one is stamping it in Ballet Slipper and in Grapefruit. And for those of you who speak Turnabout, you're going to do one color on 1 and 3 and the other color on 2 and 4 to get it to line up like this. Now I mentioned that we have these little bodies and little flutters in here. So this is what it looks like when you stamp it with all those little pieces. That just makes it come to life. It's so cute that way. Here's a card where I used the background on. It's just beautifully spaced. I think it's really pretty. And then another fun thing to do with your Turnabout stamps is to use them for your words. And we have some really pretty graphic words this month. So I just did the Turnabout, and then I I die cut the hello in it and layered it on the backing. And that's also a fun way to use your Turnabout stamps. So this is the Fluttering by Turnabout stamp set. There you have it, stamping friends. This is what's happening for May of 2021. Did you find something to add to your stamp collection this month? I know I did. I always do. Just remember, if you can't decide, there's always that one-click button that puts all of the new products in your shopping cart. See you later. Bye-bye.